did you ever do anything where you actually ever have a moment where you were actually scared, like, holy shit, we got to be careful with this, where your camera guys were a little bit worried?
Oh, all the time.
Where was that?
Well,
what's the scariest one?
I mean, personally, probably getting arrested by Border Patrol.
Oh, Rob, we have to do this. Can you break down what you did here? Because this is absolutely edgy. Okay,
so the video is called Border Patrol Arrest. So let me first, before you watch this, let me tell you the purpose. This is when the border was wide open and there was a big migrant crisis happening. Yep. So I wanted to see what it was like on the Mexican side as far as the final step of actually meeting up with a coyote who was connected to the cartel and crossing the border, specifically over the river, because I wanted to get in the water as opposed to be in the hot desert. And so, yeah, we did that. I didn't realize that we were going to cross the river until we got there. But then I kind of put two and two together, and there was a guy that was collecting tax with a machete that he was like hitting against this tree in the distance. And I was like, all right, fuck, why? I got to get out of Mexico. I'm looking at America like, oh, home free, finally. So, I link arms with the coyote. We cross the river. I get to the American side, and I think that I'm good to go. The coyote's like, man, stay down. Like, you can still get arrested. Like, even if you're an American citizen, you can't just hop your own border. And I was like, dude, I can hop my own border. I've been here my whole life. It's fine. So I walk up, and then I get up, and then the Border Patrol agent is like, stand up. I stand up like I've done nothing wrong. And he's like, that's a felony, right? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you have to go through a port of entry. And I was like, oh, shit, my bad. Can I get a ticket or something? And he was like, no, bro. So he took me to a processing center for migrants. And it was like hundreds of them wearing space blankets in this freezing room. They make it really cold.
Did you record it or they didn't let you record it?
I couldn't record this, so we had a designer do like a 3D animation rendering of it. So I go into the room after being processed, and like all the migrants, like it was the worst day of their life, obviously, because they've just gotten caught trying to come into the
Rob,
U.S.
We can hear the audio if you want to mute it, because we hear it.
It made their life, seeing a white guy walk into the holding tank. All these guys were having the worst day, and they just stand up there just laughing. They're like, what the hell did you do? What are you doing? And I speak Spanish.
Do you have the clip of speaking to the coyotes?
Yeah.
Go to the front, Rob. I think speaking to the coyotes is where? Earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say around the 7-minute mark. Yeah.
Earlier or right there?
So that's the coyote who I blurred out, and he was...
Go back a little bit, Rob. Go back a little bit, because he starts talking. Okay, right there. Right there.
Right there.
Right
after. Wire at all. It's a non-issue and a distraction, designed to create controversy from afar.
Ya vamos pa Texas, ya vamos pa Texas.
He says this is a perfect place to cross,
You're
but
in
he's
Mexico
worried
now.
It's too deep. Mexico.
Y si él mira que está hondo, busca otro lado. Si no está hondo, pues por ahí pasamos los cuatro. Los cuatro agarrados.
You can see my face. I'm like,
¿Ustedes van a pasear con nosotros a los Estados Unidos?
This may sound like amateur, what? But I didn't realize up until this point that we were actually going to cross the river ourselves. I was expecting just like a tour of their route, but obviously they had other plans.
Y luego ahí ya cruzamos para los Estados Unidos.
Sí.
Ah, sí, como $5,000.
God damn it. It was also going to cost us $5,000.
Did you have it?
This was not discussed, but I wasn't sure what to do.
So, eso es la primer parte.
La primer parte es esta.
Okay.
Y luego necesitamos conseguir alguien que nos levante. Me cuenta es un carro y ya nos sube hasta San Antonio.
Okay.
Pero tenemos que caminar, a de cuenta, hasta Uvalde. Háganse para acá.
At this point, it became quite obvious that I was in far too deep. The coyote told me that after crossing the river, we had to walk from Eagle Pass to Uvalde, Texas, which is over 67 miles on foot. How would this be possible? According to Apple Maps, it said it would take over 24 hours. We had no water. Plus, we apparently owed these guys $5,000. Looking back, I would have asked to turn around, but we were in far too deep. And while they're being pretty cool, you never know when a switch could flip or something. Abruptly, the younger coyote asked me to duck down because a Border Patrol boat was speeding by.
How are you getting this footage?
We got that from just YouTube. They publish. They do this sweeps every like 30 minutes.
Es un montecito. Este es todavía un monte y después de este monte sigue ya lo americano.
Okay. ¿Quieres vivir en los Estados Unidos o te gusta
How are
vivir
you
aquí en
feeling
México?
at this moment?
Sí,
Anxiety or no? You look pretty calm.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't really feel anxiety until like I'm looking at the footage. Like, it's funny, in the moment I wasn't nervous, but watching this now I'm nervous because I realize this is like a bad idea.
So what's about to happen next year?
I'm about to cross the border and get arrested by Border Patrol.
Go to the Border Patrol part when he's talking. Do you record when you're talking to Border Patrol?
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Go back a little bit. Like, is this it? Okay, press play.
Yeah, this is now in the U.S. Coyotes telling me to be quiet.
Tírate al suelo, tírate al suelo, tírate al suelo. Así.
That's me right there. Roly-poly form.
Manos arriba.
Who is
Ven
it?
pa' acá, usted.
Speak English.
Hands up. Speak English. Get up. Let me see your hands. Got any guns on you?
No, sir.
Face away from me.
We're journalists.
Usted, manos arriba. Bájate.
You haven't paid
Súbete.
the $5,000 yet.
You too. You speak English?
Yeah.
Stand up.
I couldn't believe it. Border Patrol had been watching us the entire time since we entered the forest
Yeah, I can clearly hear him swimming.
and set up an ambush on the American side to apprehend
You
us.
two, face away from me. Walk backwards over
my
here.
God.
Hey, ven pa' acá, wey.
Immediately, my coyotes jumped back into the water, swimming back to Mexico.
U.S citizens. Come back over here. Get over here.
This left us alone in Border Patrol custody.
There was one guy here. He obviously ran back, and then the two USCs right there.
And then watch, he grabs the camera and it's still rolling. He doesn't even realize it's rolling. That's a Border Patrol agent.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's perfect footage.
Yeah.
That's golden.
Dude, right?
Wow. Look at this. He's doing a great job. He should be a
Honestly,
camera guy.
this is pretty much this is a commercial for the U.S.
Dude,
Border
this
Patrol.
is like, these guys are great shooters, literally.
Yeah, look at
No
this
pun intended.
cinematography. He's holding it like at a perfect eye level here, or hip level. So we're sitting in the back of the car there. You can't see us, but come on, bro.
Good for him.
Right?
You
Look
should
at
have
that
given him the
footage.
$5,000.
It doesn't get better than that.
No, wow. So now what happens? You go to jail?
Yeah. Well, I went to a processing center, and they just held
This
me.
is the one you're with a couple hundred other guys that got caught
Yeah,
as well?
and then they put me in a solitary confinement cell for like 3 days. No.
Did somebody say, like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, they understood, but like the immigration court system was so bloated because of the crisis that I couldn't get heard by a judge for like 3 days. As soon as she heard that I was an American citizen, they just gave me a $10,000 fine and dropped me off at a gas station.
You paid the fine?
Yeah, I paid it.
So you didn't pay the $5,000 to the coyote, but you paid the $10,000 to the government. the
I
fine.
probably should pay the coyotes back. Yeah. I never thought I owe the
That is
cartel some money.
hilarious. Well, listen, man, that guy's probably upset. He's like, look, dude, I did my job.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, I got arrested. They were supposed to help me get into the U.S.
They're not arrested.
No,
so he didn't
totally.
fulfill his commitment.
No, not at all.
That's disappointing. That's a good point. Now, you're a businessman. You want things to get done, and then I'll pay you.
Definitely.
I'll think about paying you.
But dude, when it was horrible in there. It was the most depressing place I've ever seen.
What's
in
the
my
worst
life.
part about it?
Just seeing like little kids covered in water from the Rio Grande with sticks in their hair, crying hysterically with their moms as they're being, detained by Border Patrol and put into freezing rooms where they're just screaming all night. And in my cell, they had a TV, and the movie The Matrix was playing, and it was just the loading screen. And I couldn't adjust it, so it was like play special features, and it was the same song over and over again. And I finally got the jailer to change it to a different movie, and they played the movie Marley Me, the Owen Wilson film about the dog who passes away,
actually a good
spoiler
movie.
alert,
Yeah.
over and over again. So I had to watch Marley and Me for 3 fucking days, which is like, it was like Guantanamo Bay.
At least it's a decent movie, but I don't know for 3 days.
I know every scene by heart. And so I get out, and my mom calls me, and she was like, "You're taking years off my life. You can never do that again."
Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PVD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.